BILT 2.0 is only days away. I applied and I already have in my hand the Palladium card, which I'm very excited to use. But in this video, we're going to be discussing, is the Obsidian card worth it? And is it one of my new favorite credit cards? So in the rest of this video, we're going to do a deep dive into the Obsidian card, whether or not you should get it, answering the big question, is it actually worth it or not as well? If you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Joe Parys, and I'm a self-made millionaire, currently paying more than $3,000 in premium travel credit card annual fees. And because I've learned the points and miles game, I've been able to fly Emirates First Class, Qatar Airways Q Suites, Emirates and Singapore Business Class, and I recently just booked Japan Airlines' new First Class suite. Now here on this channel, I teach you all things credit cards and finance from my own personal experience. This video has not been sponsored. I pay for everything that you see out of my own pocket. So if you like maximizing and multiplying your money, smash up the like button, click the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell, because our videos here are time sensitive and you're not going to want to miss out. Now, let's get started. All right, so I know you're excited, just like me, about the new Bilt credit cards, but the Obsidian card, this one is really flown under the radar. If you do a lot of dining, if you do a lot of grocery shopping, you're absolutely going to love the Bilt Obsidian card. Here's why. This card is for dining and grocery maximizers, and there's only a $95 annual fee. Now, here's why this card is an absolute game changer to me, but there are some nuances to pay attention to. First and foremost, I'm going to compare this card a lot to the American Express Gold card. So let's get into the Obsidian and all of its details right now as it stands. First and foremost, there's a sign-up bonus of $200 in Bilt Cash, which is already double the annual fee. Now you have to choose either dining or grocery. That would be 3x points up to $25,000 per year. Travel is at 2x points, and then everyday spend gets 1x point. Now, here's where things get really interesting. There are Bilt exclusive bonus rewards. Here's where you're able to unlock Bilt exclusive bonus rewards on top of your everyday points. You get 4% back in Bilt Cash on everyday spend, or you can get housing up to 1.25x points on rent or mortgage. Now, there's also some feature benefits. Get up to $100 in annual value. Cardholder exclusive, no transaction fees on housing payments. $100 in Bilt Travel credit annually, which is applied twice a year as $50 statement credits for qualifying Bilt transfer partner hotel bookings. You also get trip daily insurance, and you're able to stack rewards with neighborhood benefits. Now, there's also a 10% intro APR on new eligible purchases for 12 billing cycles after opening with this card. Then a variable 26 to 34% will apply. Now, here's where things get really interesting with the Obsidian card. Bilt introduced a new redemption option, lets you get a 1x bonus up to $5,000 in spend, which effectively gives you 4 times points back on either dining or grocery, depending upon what you spend. Now, the reason why this is such a big game changer is because the best credit card in the game right now, I believe, when it comes to groceries and or dining, has to be the American Express Gold card. Why they give you 4 times points on both of those categories. Now, with the Bilt Obsidian, with a lower annual fee, if you're able to get Bilt Cash, which they give you $200 in Bilt Cash just as a sign-up bonus, you then can use that Bilt Cash to up your points boost to 4 times points for up to $5,000 in spend. Now, that's massive because Bilt points are the most valuable points in the credit card miles game today. This is because you can transfer them 1-to-1 to Japan Airlines, 1-to-1 to Emirates, 1-to-1 to Alaska, and a lot of other transfer partners. So to me, the game now has become earn as many Bilt points as possible, and the Obsidian card for a lower annual fee than the Gold card makes a really good argument to be that new credit card for you, and maybe even for me, that is a grocery or dining card specifically. So now let me make the comparison with the Gold card and what the Gold card offers. Now, with the American Express Gold card, the annual fee is $325, but you get 4 times points at restaurants worldwide up to $50,000 in purchases per calendar year, 4 times points on groceries up to $25K in purchases per calendar year, 3 times back on flights, 2 times points on hotels, and 1 times points on all other purchases. Now, I believe Bilt points are a lot more valuable than Amex points. They're harder to earn, and you can redeem them for better things if you know how to and you have specific use cases. Now, you may love Amex points. I still like my Amex points, but I just believe that the Bilt ones are the best in the game. So here's what I would do between these two cards and what I'm thinking about in the future. I personally most likely will get both the Amex Gold Gold, and the Bilt Obsidian. Here's why. With the Bilt Obsidian, you only get to choose one category, either restaurants or groceries, where with the American Express, you get 4 times points on both, up to $25,000 in purchases per calendar year. So if you know you're going to spend a lot more going out to restaurants, you might want to have the Gold card be exclusive for restaurants because you get up to $50,000 annually. With Bilt, though, you only get up to $25,000. So again, it just really depends on how much you spend there. But with the Bilt Obsidian card, you could then categorize groceries, get the $25,000 worth of grocery spend there, and get up to 4 times points when you use the Bilt Cash. That way you're getting 4 times points on groceries with Bilt and 4 times points on restaurants up to $50,000 with Amex Gold. And then you're also earning both Bilt points and Amex points, which gives you even more flexibility when it comes to booking award travel. Now I get it, this is a little bit complicated and definitely something that you're going to want to keep track of. However, you can keep it really simple for yourself. Amex Gold, you just use for restaurants. Bilt Obsidian, you just use for your groceries. But to get 4 times points back in both of these categories split up here, 4 annual fees that I believe literally pay for themselves. This is a no-brainer, I believe, for both of these cards. But since we're talking about and focusing on the Bilt Obsidian card, here's why I like it even a little bit more than the Gold card. The main factor is the $95 annual fee compared to the $325 annual fee with Amex Gold. When you open the card, you do get that $200 bonus in Bilt Cash, which again is double the annual fee itself. However, every year moving forward, you get a $100 Bilt Travel hotel credit split into 2 $50 statement credits. This pays for the annual fee plus $5 in your pocket every single year. It's a no-brainer if you want to then just simply have this card open and use it for one of those 2 categories like groceries or dining. Now, here's the missing piece that I think a lot of people aren't factoring in yet, and it's a little difficult to do, but you get 4% back in Bilt Cash on everyday spend. So you can use the Obsidian card for your housing and mortgage as well, which is probably one of your biggest expenses every single month. Get 1.25 points back right there, but also if you just use this card every day, you can get up to 4% back in that Bilt Cash. Now I know a lot of people, even myself, are very excited about the Palladium card. However, I believe the Bilt Obsidian is one that's flying under the radar, and I totally believe that if you don't want to get the Palladium card, the Obsidian is 100% worth it, because if you use the credits the right way, plus the cash back, plus the sign-up bonus, plus getting 3x points back in Bilt points, pays for itself easily compared to its annual fee. This card is wildly undervalued, and I believe is getting totally underlooked at this time. So if you do want to help support the channel, I will link down below referral links for each of the credit cards so that you know the exact ones that I'm talking about, as well as you potentially getting even bigger welcome offers. So if you are going to apply for any of these cards anyways, we really appreciate you using the referral link. Now let me know what you think in the comments. Are you a Palladium fan? Are you a Bilt Obsidian fan? Or are you just going to stick to the American Express Gold? I think I'm going to have all of them because why not? Now, if you want to learn even more about the Palladium card, I've made a full dedicated video. You can check it out right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in that video.